Taste of Dragons Gaming Podcast. We eat sandwiches and play games. Taste of Dragons Gaming Podcast. A podcast for everyone's taste.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to yet another episode of Taste of Dragons, the Toddcast, the video game podcast that all you feral felines listen to. And this week, it's another bonus episode.
Woohoo!
Woo.
Y'all, I'm so excited to be here. It is the Open weekend, the 150th British Open. Guys, I'm so excited. Who you guys think is going to win?
How long has Britain been open? Just 150 years?
Oh, no, this is the British Open. It's a golf
I'm pretty sure
tournament.
Manchester United
I
really has a
really
pretty good
thought
chance
this
in this,
was
but I'm pretty sure the
soccer.
LCC club has been making some pretty good ground.
Is Federer
recently.
playing this year?
Who?
Federer. He's
Roger
the tennis
Did you
Federer?
say
guy.
Vladimir?
Yeah. No, I said Federer. I have a legitimate sports
Got
joke.
it. Okay, I thought you said Vladimir. Okay, so we have Manchester United, Roger Federer,
Yeah.
I'm gonna.
Joe
I don't
Bryan.
know what is the British Open?
All right, so I think it's
don't
going to
know.
be Stuart Sink, maybe McElroy.
What?
I think
Justin McElroy.
Yes.
What are all
and,
these
and,
things?
and the McElroy
So
brothers.
Justin McElroy is definitely not a golfer. He is a podcaster.
Yeah.
And it's McElroy. Okay, Brian? Gosh, put some respect on that name.
Pretty sure it's McElroy.
Oh, all right. By the way.
It's fun.
Stuart Sink. Okay, so I got one golfer out of all of you.
Yeah.
Oh,
Hey!
it's golf.
Yeah, it's golf.
To be honest, I was making a joke that it was soccer, but I honestly thought it was tennis.
I thought it was
Yeah,
soccer.
you went better
yeah,
at it.
yeah. No, I made the tennis joke because I thought it was soccer.
I did the same.
We're the same person.
Oh my goodness,
Oh my
Amanda.
goodness. Hey,
Look at
you
us.
over there.
The same but different.
Subversive comedy.
It's like you guys are married or
It's like we live together.
Something.
right?
So the Golf Open is happening.
Yes, that's what it's
Well,
called.
there's two. I mean, there's a lot of opens, but mainly this is the British Open, which is one of the four majors.
Yeah.
There's also the U.S. Open that happened about a month ago.
Okay.
That's another major.
Yeah.
It is.
No joke. I started playing Mario Golf 2 months ago. You got it as a gift from me,
I
Amanda.
did.
And it honestly is teaching you golf. Like, I didn't understand
Nice.
the scoring in golf.
Par.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, and like why it was important to do less with more or whatever. Anyway, it's actually pretty remarkable. I'm learning a lot of good terminology. None that I can think of now. Lobs.
That doesn't count towards your sports games for the end of the year.
I
Yes,
know.
it does.
I agree. I believe it does.
Yeah.
There's no gatekeeping on the Taste of Dragons.
I don't know. Well, you know what, Hassel, maybe you played a little bit because honestly, there's not a lot of frills, and it's actually pretty close to what I think.
Is
real
it the
golf is
new
like.
one? It's
Yeah,
called Mario Golf Rush or something
That's
like
exactly right. Yeah, and the rush doesn't really come into play that often.
There is
So-
a rush mode.
There's a rush mode, but
that's-
otherwise there's just regular ass
Yeah,
golf.
that's timed. That's not even like that doesn't go by hits. That goes
Right,
by
how
the
fast
least amount. Yeah, how fast
can
you can
you-
actually
That's
do
really
it.
fun.
Yeah.
Oh, that's cool. Yeah. After I get my fill of Harvest Moon or Story of Seasons, I'll probably pick that up.
Nice.
Hell yeah, man.
Nice.
Yeah.
Nice. I do want to move on to our question this week, and
What about our names? Did we do our names?
we did
No,
not
we
do our
didn't do our
names.
names.
Oh,
We
So let's
don't
our
do
names.
that anymore, Troy.
Yeah, sorry, you were gone
Is
for
that
a couple weeks, so you were gone.
We are now
don't-
just
don't-
collectively one person.
Everybody knows our names by now, Troy.
Yeah.
It goes without saying. But yeah, let's go and do that. As always, my name is Brian.
My name is Troy.
Amanda.
I'm Hassel.
And I'm Joe.
Hey.
Hey.
Now I know everyone's names.
There it
Brian.
is.
Okay,
I wasn't
all right.
sure.
All right.
Also, at the end of the podcast now, instead of going and we are the Taste of Dragons, we
Yeah.
go and we are, and we all say your name.
Done. Dunzo.
That was just for last week, guys.
Dunzo.
Now
We'll see
we
about
have to
that.
do it with everyone, Joe. We have to
well-
include
Oh,
everyone.
okay. all
We'll
right,
never
all right,
know.
Okay.
It could be this way every time. We'll find out when it
Summer
gets to the end
bonus,
of this
where we
episode.
discuss our podcast during the podcast.
Well, we don't have meetings anymore, Amanda, so where else are we going to do it?
Our meetings are live on the air, recorded in a bonus episode.
But I do have a question for y'all. So, this week, Stray is finally coming out, where you play as a cat in a futuristic world with all these robots. But then there's also been like other games like Echo the Dolphin, where you play as, a dolphin.
Yeah.
And then there's been, like Goat Simulator and all these other things.
Yeah.
Is there a game that you would like to play as an animal that has not been done yet.
Oh man, I thought you were going somewhere else with that.
No.
Damn it.
I would say Tokyo City, Tokyo.
Yeah, I was gonna go with favorite
Yeah.
games that I've played
Yeah.
as an animal.
Oh,
You got me with the
animal I
Sidewinder.
wanna
So
be.
one where there hasn't been a game about like that type of
Yeah,
animal.
you know what? Or we can make it about that other thing. We
I
can
wish
do
there-
other.
no,
I
I
wish
do
there was a
have
game
an
about a
answer.
hedgehog. That'd be kind of weird, right? Like, why would you think a hedgehog would be in a video game?
Yeah, I don't even know what you do. You know, like a Tasmanian devil. Like
Yeah.
that's just.
What would that do?
That'd be weird.
Yeah.
Has there been a game with a sugar glider yet?
There has been actually.
has
it came
been?
out like
Yeah, there has.
earlier this year or last year. It's almost like a Survivor game or something.
Oh man.
Yeah, it looks great. By
Okay,
the
I
way.
want to play this game. Okay, all right. Back to the drawing board.
I want a game about a jackalope because it would be both like
Okay.
a game about a little cute furry animal and also
Yeah.
about folklore because jackalopes are fake.
Whoa,
Or what if it's about a bunny?
Amanda.
What if it's about a
me?
bunny pretending
Seriously?
to be a jackalope? It's like that's your
Excuse
mission.
me?
You come out and you get like little horns. And then, that would be funny.
There are several of us around the world who think jackalopes are real, and
There
we're
are
going to find
literally
them.
dozens of us.
There are dozens of us.
For myself, I'd love to play as like an otter, but like an otter that goes through some stuff. Like you're like
Oh,
out in the
gosh.
wild, and then like you get captured by a circus. So then you have to
What?
like escape a circus. Like you still do some circus stuff, but then you gotta like escape. So you gotta plan your escape, and then you have to try to find your way back to your family back at the ocean.
Wow.
Like that's what I'm thinking.
Isn't that
Brian,
just Dumbo?
this is highly specific. Have you been working on a screenplay that you just found some way to shoehorn all reactions into?
That's a game I would really like to play. Wouldn't you all like to play that game?
I mean, it sounds pretty good to me. I would play that game.
If it were to be released sometime in October, I would make sure to purchase this game.
But yeah, no, I think that would be kind of cool. Like to just because you could do like all the otter things that like
Otters are adorable.
Yeah, you get to do like all the otter things. You get to like have fun, and then you get like captured, and then you gotta like start playing horns with your nose. You gotta start balancing a ball on your with your fins. Like yeah, I think it'd be cool.
Wasn't there an otter in the Telltale Guardians of the Galaxy? Wasn't that
That's
Rocket's?
Rocket Raccoon, and he'd be very upset if you called him an otter.
No, his girlfriend in that.
Oh,
And his backstory was
I
an
don't.
otter.
I don't remember if it's an otter or not. To be honest,
Pretty sure she
maybe
was an
another
otter.
raccoon.
No,
Anyone
she was
know?
definitely not a raccoon.
I haven't
What
played
What
it.
is she in the comics?
I don't
You guys
know. You got me.
I think she's an otter animal.
She's an otter.
An otter.
An otter. She's
animal.
an otter.
Maybe
She's
she's-
an otter
you
animal.
guys talk,
an
I'm
otter
gonna
animal.
Google
All
it.
right, thanks, Amanda. Get to the facts on this.
We're not supposed to do research
We're not, that's not
during the
research.
summer
This
of
is not
bonus
research.
episodes.
No, there's no rules in bonus.
This is
so literally
fact-checking.
anything can go.
Yeah.
we
that
could
is
we could
true.
have an entirely planned episode because there's no rules and subvert the
No
entire
rules, just right.
bonus thing.
Yeah.
That's right. Thank you. Let's see. I would like to be a bug, I could see the levels, just like a generic like food bug. And your entire purpose is like every level's a different setting. One's like a picnic, one's an Outback Steakhouse, and you're just trying to like get from table to table and like get your meal on and your poop on. Wow, that's totally an otter.
Nice. That's pretty great.
No, she's an otter.
Nicely
That's an
done,
otter.
Amanda.
What's her
Definitely
name?
an otter. This can't be right. It says Derek Stratton, but I think that's the artist.
Well, who knows?
That's probably the art.
That'd be very bold of them to have
Yeah.
Lila.
Lila. there.
Lila.
Lila
sound-
Otter.
That does sound right. Yeah, no, I want to play as a bug, and you're just trying to get through from a wedding. Could be another one, an outdoor wedding. And
Nice.
you have to like try
Ooh,
to
I
get
like
to the
that.
wedding cake.
Uh-huh.
You're trying to get through the buffet. Everyone's swatting you around. You get like you if it's at night, you like get transfixed by like bug lights, and you have to like fight to like break the hypnotic pull that it has on you. I'm gonna call it Bugs Lightyear. Is gonna be the name of
Bugs, not Bunny.
Bugs, not the bunny.
Yeah.
Lightyear.
So, guys, it'll be no surprise to you that my favorite show is actually back on air. It's called Alone. It's a survivalist show,
Okay.
and it is the wildest thing you can see on television because it's these people that agree to just go out into the wilderness for like however long it takes them to win this competition and just survive.
Oh yeah,
just
yeah.
based off of the land.
Uh-huh.
Wait, is this one of the fake games you made up for one of your shows that you do on this podcast?
Good
Yeah,
memory.
this is cool.
It was a fake game, but it was based off of my love of that show. I'm going to tangent for a second. One of the contestants in season 8 had a heart attack 6 months prior to going on this, and thought that it wasn't going to be an issue. Like, he's like, my heart is operating at 35%. I didn't think it was going to be an issue. And I'm like, yo, like, you got to eat like bugs and stuff like that. Like,
Oy. Oh no, not bugs.
That's actually one of the
my game.
levels. That's one of the levels, Troy.
yeah, he left within like the first like couple of days.
My little fly
not
has to
eating jackalopes,
navigate
though.
getting eaten. Yeah, on that show. Okay, I'm glad he left early before things got bad.
Before serious stuff happened. Yeah. So here's my game. This is what I would love to do. I would love to do. Think of this. Paint this picture.
Painting.
It is the Alaskan wilderness.
All right.
Right. It is a survivalist game, very similar to Friday the 13th, where all of your party gets split up, and there's one hunter, and then everybody else is hunted.
Oh my
But
gosh.
the hunter gets to play as a grizzly bear.
Ooh, love
and the
it.
hunters are the survivalists, or the
yep.
the huntees are the survivalists.
Yeah, that's great.
So essentially, it's Friday the 13th, but
Yeah.
instead of
Actually,
Jason,
they
you
made
get to
that-
play as a bear.
They made that Predator game, which I think takes place in a jungle, so that may not be too far off. If we can get a bear skin on the Predator in that game, then we could actually
That could
play your
work.
game.
I mean, they
That
have
would work.
similar
Is the-
powers, so that would work.
Yeah, I love when bears can see through objects and have thermovision. Yeah.
Is the name of the game like You're Just a Bear? Like that's just the
No,
just a
the name
bear.
of the game is just the bear.
the bear.
Oh, it's not like Barely Alive.
Oh,
No,
a
it's
marketing
just a
team
bear,
would
and-
love that.
And once you beat the game, you play the game again, and this time it's about a bear who has to come back to his hometown. What was that?
You guys heard that, right?
A bunch
It's
of
not in
chains
the room.
rattling.
That is not
Yeah,
in the room.
like somebody
Oh,
like coming
That
into
was
our house.
that was on my end. Sorry.
Oh,
Guys.
thank goodness.
Jesus Christ.
Was it around your 2 floating lights up there?
Yeah, it was. It was.
So if you get murdered during our podcast,
Yeah.
I will never
Yeah,
forgive you.
no joke. There are 2 floating lights.
Like
There
we were
are.
joking
There are
around
not two,
earlier.
there
We're
are not two
joking
floating
right now.
lights. They're the little dangly things from my fan.
Sure.
Sounds like two floating lights
Okay,
to me.
yeah. I'm there. I'm there.
Sounds like something two floating lights would say.
Estelle, are you the third floating light and we just don't know?
All right, and so your lights were flashing. There were chain noises, and you spot like little fireflies floating behind you.
What we're saying-
This is not us.
What we're saying, Amanda's saying you're winning because
Okay,
you guys were in this haunted.
Yeah.
Well, yeah,
Points for you.
we're in competition to see who gets haunted first. With all of the weird stuff we're getting in our houses.
It's weird, y'all.
Yeah.
Yeah, I won't lie. Hearing those chains rattle and looking around, and be like, Pepper doesn't wear chains.
And I'm looking around going, is there like the walls that thin that I can hear the neighbor opening their door with their keys?
That was
like,
that was some Jacob Marley right there.
Okay.
What was I talking about?
Back on
Oh,
topic,
I was talking about what happens in my game after you beat the game.
Okay.
After you beat the game, there's a secret level where you, as the bear, have to come back to your hometown and take over your brother's failing sandwich business.
Love it.
Okay.
Yeah, and that's why it's called the bear.
okay.
Wait,
Okay.
what?
Is this a sandwich joke that I don't get? Bear.
Have you guys not been watching The Bear on Hulu?
Oh no.
No.
Oh, we are not your
Oh
target.
man,
We are not your
I just
target
went
audience.
all of this way to do this joke, and it had no payoff.
Oh.
You got the listeners. The listeners are there's going to be at least one person
Yeah.
out there
Yeah.
dying in their car.
There's one big The Bear fan. That is
You got it.
Worst.
at least.
I hate
Do you-
all
No,
of
no,
it.
we're in the minority.
would you
We're
like
the
us-
only people that haven't seen it.
Would you like a second take? Maybe do a sports reference? Is there a bear in a sport?
Yeah, I'd like to be a flamingo playing soccer. I don't know.
Ooh, because you only have one leg. What are you gonna do?
Flamingos
Joe, use
have
the
two
best
legs.
tape.
Yeah, but they don't
Use
use
the best
it.
one.
Okay.
This is great. Joe, do you have an animal that you would like to be besides the sugar glider?
That was the only thing I wanted to do.
It's a good game.
I'm
We
kind of
find
in
out
the
name of
boat
it.
with Troy though. If I was going to do something else, I'd want to be a bee, and I'd want to make it a pollination game.
Oh.
And I would like to just go from
Sexy.
plants to plants and pollinate plants and just see how like I don't even.
Nice.
I'd feel sad if it was a survival game, but it would probably be a survival game because I don't want to watch the bee die. I feel
Or do
bad
it
for
like
them.
flour.
Right? Yeah, do something like
yeah.
flower. Like I think it'd be
Just
cool.
relax.
You give
Vaccine.
some of the proceeds to bees.
Right?
Yeah.
So yeah, I think if I had to change it, I would want to be a bee. I want to get to be like that.
at some point you would have to pollinate certain flowers in order to get like a third one to grow that you can only get to grow if you pollinate certain flowers and stuff like that.
Oh my gosh, yes.
And you can mix the colors.
All of the flowers look like the Animal Crossing flowers.
Thank you. That's exactly where my mind went. I'm like, yes, I do really love making flowers in Animal Crossing. This is just the next evolution.
And then it could also be like a honey management game, so you could also play as like the person that owns the hive. That way, because they do like ooh, this one only comes from this specific wildflower type of honey. Oh, this one only comes from this, and then you can try to do that.
But you're the bee, so like someone comes to collect the honey, and then like you're a tower defense game suddenly.
Yes. All of this. Yes.
Must defend the honey. All right, this guy's cool, but not that other guy.
He's trying to steal our honey.
So
Is it called the bee's knees?
Yes,
Yeah.
that's
Yes,
exactly what it's called.
I agree. It is.
Love it.
So that squirrel game was called Away. And I remember seeing it at E3 a couple years ago, and I was like, there's a squirrel game? And you're like a sugar glider. And you're just hopping around everywhere, all these trees. And then it came out, and it got like the worst reviews. We're like not middling, but like 3 out of 10s and stuff like that. Which hey, what do reviewers know? It's all their perspective, not yours. It could be great, but I hear there was just a lot of it's an indie game and it looks really pretty, but I think there was just some performance issues because it looked really good. But like to get that fluidity of playing as like the squirrel, you kind of have to have that technical prowess, and I just don't know if the game was there at the time. They probably fixed everything by now, so I wouldn't be. If it falls on a Game Pass or a PlayStation Premium or something, like I would definitely want to check that out still. It's a survival game too.
Yeah.
So it's hard, Joe, is what I'm saying.
I after Windbound, I did find out that I don't like those as much as I thought I did. But I would play it to play as a sugar glider. I would still do it.
Yeah, I would do it.
I'm there.
I'm done. Well, as you were talking about Game Pass and one of those types of things, this week Stray does come out.
Stray,
which is included as part of PlayStation Plus.
This is it.
Yep.
And if you're a member of that, you get it. This is their first day one release that they're doing as part of their premium tier.
And for those who may not remember, Stray is that very cute cat game with the cat with the backpack.
And the robot
you
people.
talked about earlier,
Yeah.
Brian. Oh my gosh! So I've been waiting to get PlayStation
Plus.
Extra,
Yeah.
which is PlayStation Plus.
Yes.
Wait, is it extra or premium that has the game?
It has both.
Extra and premium.
Essential,
Both. Okay.
extra, premium.
Only
Yes.
Essential doesn't have it.
Correct.
Correct.
Essential
Plus,
doesn't come with games.
plus.
Plus,
Correct.
plus.
Correct.
No,
Wait,
plus.
plus?
You're welcome.
Exactly.
You're welcome. I've been waiting till this game drops specifically to buy that so that they have the data that this is what I want from the service.
Exactly. We're doing the same thing, actually.
Yeah,
Oh,
we're doing the
nice.
exact same thing. We're getting it the day that Stray comes out.
Well, it's at the time of this podcast is recording, it comes out tomorrow.
Correct.
Does it come out at midnight though? Like, could I be playing it tonight,
Ooh,
or do
I
I have
don't
to wait
know.
till tomorrow to make this official?
We should.
Is this going to be an
We should
official
look
thing?
for science.
We should
Yeah.
look for science. Not now, because I don't know, my phone's kind of far away. But,
No, I meant we should just check the PlayStation at midnight for science.
oh yeah.
Yeah.
See if it's out.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's a good point. I am so excited
I'm
to play
on
this
it.
game.
Give me a second.
No,
I
not
am-
now. We just mean now when it releases.
It's not
Like
midnight.
now. Not now. Just now.
I'm checking right now.
Okay.
But yeah, I'm looking forward to it because I think a lot of people are too. Because I don't know if other people are like you and I, Troy, where we're waiting for this to come out in order to
Get the
get
service.
into it. Yeah, just to see what this day one stuff is. And also, I mean, this game's got to be good, right? It's got to
It
be.
looks so
Look,
cute.
I am not having any expectations. It's very cute looking.
Yes.
It looks like it plays fun, but I don't want to
It looks
build
like-
it up anymore.
I would guess it looks like an indie. It doesn't look very long, but I bet it's
Agreed.
I bet it's platformy, puzzly.
I
Yeah.
would be fine with this with this being like 10 hours, even like
Yeah.
like 7 to 10 hours. I'd be cool with that. I've actually been fine with games being shorter nowadays and just having an amazing experience rather than dragging it out.
Yeah, especially if the narrative fits.
Exactly,
In that. I don't
yeah.
mind like, oh, maybe I'll go back and get collectibles or something.
Yeah.
But like, yeah, if it's a short, sweet story and it fits in that, then that's perfect. Yeah.
Agreed.
I finished a game on Monday, and I'll have you know, I've gone a whole 3 days without playing anything because I didn't
Wow.
want to start anything until Stray came out.
Wow.
That's how much I'm looking forward to this. Haven't touched one game in 3 whole days.
Troy, you're not allowed on this podcast this week.
I lost my dragon card.
I'm good. I hate to be the bearer of bad news.
What's
The
that?
bear?
The bear of bad news.
Yeah.
Okay.
That would have been a better name.
I would have.
Oh.
The
Sorry.
bear of bad
What were you
news,
saying?
man. So
The
good.
bear of bad news. Stray doesn't come out until July 19th.
Yeah.
Oh, damn it. I thought it was the end of the week, which was like the 15th.
No.
All right.
It's 4
I thought
days
we were
from
talking
tomorrow.
about this podcast coming out. It was coming out the day.
Yeah,
of
no.
the
night
night.
of podcast.
Yeah,
I am misinformed.
Oh no!
If you're listening to this podcast the day it drops, it does come out tomorrow.
I thought you were. I was like, wow, that's really good. He realized it comes out tomorrow for when
Yeah,
people can
yeah.
listen to this. Like,
Yeah.
good man,
That's
good
what
on
I thought
you.
so too. That's what I thought you were thinking. Yeah.
That
Nope.
was legit.
I
comes
was
out
planning
Tuesday.
on editing this podcast and then going online.
Nope.
Getting my Stray on tonight.
Yep.
But when you do listen to this podcast, know that is what I'll be doing on the
Monday.
Sunday or Monday morning that this happens.
Yeah.
That's all right. I have a whole weekend then. Maybe I will play a
You
video
have
game.
3 more days
I
to
am-
not play video games.
Oh, I don't think I can take. I don't think I can do it.
That's what I thought. I was like, man, Troy, you're not going to play a video game for like a whole week. Nicely
Ooh.
done.
No,
I feel
it can't
like-
happen.
I feel like since the PS5 was announced and this was one of the first games that they displayed on it, we've been waiting for it. And I want to make sure to let everybody know that I am very scared of this game
Why?
because I don't want anything to happen to this cat.
Oh,
Yeah.
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 Well, just
It is going to break my heart if something happens to this cat.
Oh, Estelle, you just have to play right. If you play well enough,
Yeah.
then
Oh,
nothing
no.
bad will happen.
Oh, gosh.
I
This is actually what you don't know is this is actually a Souls-like. You're going to be doing a whole lot of like dying, and then every single time you come back, you're a different kind of cat.
Can you
on top
imagine
of
if they
that-
made this game? Can you imagine if they made this game like Fire Emblem and it was just permadeath?
Mhm. It's permadeath, and there's gonna be lots of decisions, and all the decisions are wrong. There's no right decision.
When you first start playing, you're a calico. You come back, you're a black cat. You
actually,
come-
that would be okay.
Can you customize your cat? Is there character customization
I want
in
to
this
give
cat
my,
game?
my cat a mustache,
Oh, that would be so cute.
a little whiskery
I
mustache.
want to do like the little hearts that goes around the nose.
Oh yeah.
I'm gonna name my cat Pistachio. I
wanna-
don't care what the cat's name actually is.
I want a cat where it's all its paws are white, so it looks like it's got socks.
Oh, that's cute.
Yeah, that's what I'm gonna do. It just-
I
if
want to
you
go.
can.
I want to go to the pet grooming place in this game, and then go in there as a long hair cat and just be like, "Make me a lion."
so
Everything but the head.
we had a cat for like 4 days.
Oh, yeah.
Because we're allowed to tangent. We had a cat, and he was coming around the house, and he was
Stray cat.
Stray cats, no one's cat. The most annoying of cats. He was so loud. He walked from door to door, making like yowling noise at the top of his lungs, so loud that I could hear inside of my house. So
It was
obviously,
like a cat that like smoked a few packs.
Yeah.
It's like a yow.
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 So obviously I fed him, and he was hanging out for like 5 days, and I named him Yaskier because I thought that was funny because he was really a loud,
Yeah,
obnoxious
like that
cat.
Bard from The Witcher.
Like the Bard from The
right,
Witcher.
right, Estelle?
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely.
Good old dandelion.
Good voice.
And then I went on vacation to Texas, and he was like, "These guys aren't cool," and he left, and I haven't seen him since. So I got a little bit of heartbreak for cats. I could use a good cat game.
Well, there's a stray waiting for you
Yaskier abandoned me, so
on July 19th.
Yeah, it's so Yasker.
right.
That's so
right. He's
Yasker.
gonna come back, and he's gonna be like, "Hey, babe, I didn't mean it," but I'm not gonna feed him anymore. He's gonna find someone else,
He's
hand
gonna-
out from somebody else.
Yeah.
I don't think that's true. I think he's gonna come around. You're gonna. Feed
No,
him
I'm
again.
definitely gonna feed him.
Yeah,
Oh,
I
no!
want to
no!
believe that for you, but no.
He's a tramp, but I'm wow.
Joke's on him though. If he comes back, I'm getting it fixed.
Right. Yeah. If you're going to have an outdoor
Yeah.
cat,
That's actually why he left.
Yeah.
He was like,
Get
wait
his
a
He
baby.
was like,
minute.
"Whoa!"
get him spayed or neutered.
I heard what they were saying.
Again, because we're allowed to tangent, we have 2 cats, George Michael and Moira. They are
Okay.
So good.
Is that
Beautiful
TV and films, Moira?
Yes.
Yes.
Oh my
its
goodness.
full name is actually Moira Rose.
Aw.
So our backyard is kind of like not overrun, but like we get stray cats in and out. Like they kind of like roam around the neighborhood. One of them who looked like a Siamese, gave birth to two of the cutest kittens that I've ever seen in my entire life.
No.
And they chose our backyard as their like, we're gonna hang out here. So we kind of grew attached to them for about a week or so. Like a week and a half. We gave them water, gave them food because it started getting like really hot, and we haven't seen them in like 2 weeks.
Aww.
And my heart breaks because I haven't seen them in a long time, but I more than likely they got picked up and they are up for adoption somewhere,
Oh yeah, that's normally
which
what
makes me
happens.
happy.
Yeah, that's normally what happens.
good,
That's
good.
which when cats become like that, or they get used to humans or something like that. Usually somebody will come
Yeah.
around and take them. Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, because thinking about the other option makes me extremely upset.
Oh no, it's still one option.
Circle of life.
We actually when we found the cat in the backyard, we called and they basically said like if you're gonna feed him, then it's your cat. You have to take care of it. But otherwise, like cats are really good at taking care of themselves. Like
Oh,
they don't
yeah.
actually need people.
are.
Yeah, we call
so
it, like,
even
the
if people
animal
didn't
place
pick
of
them
our-
up, they
of
were
our
like
county.
they're gonna be fine. I actually heard, and this may be untrue because I heard it on the internet, that if you put a cat on an island and it's like the largest predator on that island, that it will murder everything else on that island until it no longer has a food source. That's like how they're built.
Yeah,
Wow,
That checks out.
Yeah. Yeah.
I could believe that.
Birds and lizards and
Yeah.
spiders and
they
they're
murder
just-
for sport.
Yeah.
It's not like they they're like, I'm bored. Hey, there's a bird. No, there's not.
Slap,
So
slap.
what I'm saying, you probably don't have to feel bad to tell you. The cat's probably fine.
Yeah.
Oh no,
you're fine.
absolutely, yeah. I feel like cats are like the least domesticated out of like all domesticated animals.
Uh-huh.
Like they could still like survive in the wild. Like my dog, I don't know what my dog would do without me.
Oh no, dogs are dogs
Yeah.
are dogs. That's why there's a difference between dogs and wolves. And there's not a distinction between outdoor cats and indoor cats. They're just cats. That's how that goes. But yeah, I'm looking forward to this game. It's going to be interesting, and we're going to definitely talk about it next week because I don't think
We're all playing
because
it.
we're all playing it. We're all going to be playing
Yeah,
this
we're
game.
all like I'm taking a break from all the racing games that I'm playing to play this game.
Nice.
I will be taking a break from Elden Ring to play this game.
And I won't be taking a break because I'm staying clean, y'all. No games. I won't put anything down.
Troy's going to be going through withdrawal when he plays this game. He's going to have the shakes.
This is the best game ever made. Oh my goodness.
He's gonna find a way to get the game tonight.
Yeah. He's gonna go to like a back alley dealer. Hey, you got that stray? You
got
that stray?
Hey.
Come on.
I just need an hour, just 1 hour. You got a demo? I'll take a demo.
Amanda probably knows someone that could like hook us up with like a
Oh, yeah,
early
Amanda,
copy of
you're-
Stray.
you're
she's
associated
like
with-
the most like street out of all
Yeah.
of us.
You
is.
know crimes.
I mean, I could check my Twitter account.
She's got the Twitter.
No crimes.
I can see if I can get you that black market backer deal.
Ooh. All right.
And then Amanda, we did hold off on this from last week.
Okay.
So I do want to talk about it this week, which is The Witcher Gwent. The Gwent spinoff is getting an expansion that adds a single player mode to it.
What?
That combines Gwent and like Slay the Spire.
What?
Okay, wait. Which Gwent game are we talking about? My
talking-
phone
Oh,
one
man,
or the
that
one for
sounds
the
so
console?
cool.
I think it's just. It might be played on both of them. I don't know.
Okay,
I don't know. I didn't look that far into it. I only
This
know
may
it's the
be
Gwent.
news for Troy.
Yeah. So basically, it's going to be a deck builder where you start you
Yes.
start off with a specific deck, and then you get relics, and you get more cards and everything, and you try to go to how far you can. So yeah, it's
Oh, so it's just like in The Witcher.
exactly like
Yep,
The
yep,
Witcher.
yep.
Yes.
Got it.
And
How is it like Slay the Spire though?
where like you build up your deck. You
Okay.
you're
I mean, you
going
build-
through things.
You build up your deck every time you play.
Exactly, yeah, you
Versus
start, like-
regular Gwent, where you have your standard deck that you put together and you bring that into
correct.
your matches.
Correct. Yeah, it starts
This
with
one
your
you're
basic
building on the
deck.
fly.
Exactly, and then
That
you get your
sounds
choices, and then
fun.
you do what you can with your choices. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, it's like the Pokemon card game, but for The Witcher.
Actually, yeah, you're not far off.
Maybe?
I mean,
I haven't played it.
All I want to know is can I remake my Skellige Bear deck in this new game? Because Crocodile is my Skellige Bear
yeah.
deck.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, Scottish Bears.
Yeah.
That's
It
what that
could-
deck is, right? It's just a
could-
bunch of bears and
Oh
up in
yeah, they're
Scotland.
Viking bears.
They're
yeah,
Viking
yeah,
bears.
Viking bears.
That's it.
That's
It's-
right.
I got rid of all of my ship cards and replaced them with bear cards
Viking
because I thought
bear.
it was funny, but it's actually a really good build.
Viking bear also would have been a better name, Hassel, for your.
This is a really
For your own
bear-heavy show. It's a very
Why not?
bear-heavy episode.
Yeah, I would never call it Baron.
Oh,
Yeah, please bear with us.
Baron of Bears.
But yeah, the game is
very
called the game is called Rogue Mage.
Ooh, okay, putting that.
That's a
in my
kind of a generic name.
phone.
It is, isn't it?
Is it like The Witcher Rogue Mage?
I think so. I think it's like either The Witcher, Gwent, Rogue Mage, or just Gwent, Rogue Mage. Whatever it is.
I'm looking it up.
They could do better.
They could.
I'm
It-
being
it's- it
very
is-
judgy on names today.
You are.
Gwent Rogue Mage.
Gwent Rogue Mage, yeah. Which to me sounds like they like had like 2 dice that had all of the D&D like classes on it and just rolled it. It was like, all right, Rogue Mage it is.
Rogue Paladin Cleric, too long.
Just do 2 dice. Don't do 3. That's your problem. All right.
Dragonborn
This is-
cleric. That's not gonna work.
Nah. Why not?
This is not the phone game.
It's not
so
the phone
This is
one?
on the console, which is
Console
good.
and
which
probably
is good.
PC
yeah,
as well.
Yeah. That's my Witcher, Gwent.
And I think it's like $20 if I remember correctly. I can't remember if it's free.
Is it already out?
Oh, no, wait.
I think it came out last
Aw,
week.
damn it.
Oh.
Now you will have a game to play now.
Ah.
Damn it.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it came out last week.
Gosh. Fine.
$20 though. Like, is that what The Witcher would have wanted?
That's a good point. Maybe they'll put it on PlayStation Plus, and then I won't
Plus,
have to pay for it.
Whoa, that would be excellent.
Or
This
Game
is
Pass.
not for
Or Game
Witcher
Pass.
aficionados. They also said this doesn't have any connection to Thronebreaker.
Correct.
Okay,
Yes.
which I also need to play.
Yeah. Mhm.
I bought Thronebreaker. I haven't played it yet.
Really?
It's high on my list.
I'll play it on your console then. I don't
I
want to
also
buy it
haven't
twice.
beat The Witcher 3, so you know.
I swear you have. I
I
swear
watched
I've
you
talked
beat
about this.
3.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
I feel like everybody's beaten Witcher 3, like in your heart
Not me. I,
at this point.
I want to get to Blood and Wine.
I beat it.
Oh
I
yeah.
beat it for real, Brian. Don't you take that away from me. I did every option, every armor. I put in the work.
I only do cat armor.
It's like you were merely adopted to it. I was born to it, molded by it.
Every Gwent card is in my pocket.
I carry 2 swords with me wherever I go.
I assassinated kings for those cards.
My eyes are permanently black.
You dare take that away in my heart. Ugh.
And then also this week, the 35th anniversary of Metal Gear.
Well, Brian,
Yeah.
Joe, Amanda, it's been fun. I'll see you all next week because me and Sel are going to talk about Metal Gear for a straight week and a
Yeah.
half. You leave that button on record. You keep recording, Joe. Don't you dare take that off.
Is it so metal because it's Metal Gear?
It is so metal because it's Metal Gear.
Yeah, it's interesting because it started off as an NES game, right? Or was it Game
Beyond
Boy?
that, no, it was MSX.
Oh, that's right, MS-DOS.
MS-DOS or something like that
Something
game.
like that. Yeah.
Hideo Kojima, the man himself, back in the day in the 80s, was like, I want to make a sneaky game because if I made a shooty game, then I'd have to make more pixels.
That is what he said.
And it's like, that's going to cost more money. And I'm Hideo Kojima, but I'm not like Hideo Kojima yet.
Right. He's
So-
not Kojima Productions, Hideo
Yeah.
Kojima.
So, necessity breeds genius. And he made a game where the point was to not see other people or other sprites and just go through from, one block of a scene to another. And it really hit off. What did it, in my opinion, is he had a pretty good story and twist in that first Metal Gear game. And a relationship with your boss, your big boss, you could say.
Hey.
I went back and played that game about 5 years ago for the first time. Have you gotten a chance to play Metal Gear 1, Hassel?
So I have it as part of the Metal Gear collection, which came with like 1, 2, and then all of the solids.
Oh, okay.
All the solids.
Because it was re-released for the PlayStation. I just haven't played it because
Dude,
of who I am as a person.
you should play that game. You should play that game. It's worth it. It's worth it.
No,
'Cause-
I'm definitely going to because there's something. I don't know, man. I've been going through like this like pixelated stage in my life where like I just want to play older and older games, and I'm like,
Oh, okay.
yeah.
I thought you meant like you were waking up and just things were pixelated for like a second. You're like, not again. You
No,
can't do that
that's
these
the
times.
drugs.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Right.
Yeah.
Right.
But I really, I mean, listen, the guy knows how to tell a story.
Yeah.
It might have gotten a little off the rails recently, but like
just a little.
Well, here's the neat thing about these games is that he made them. They were hits enough. These older games, Metal Gear 1, Metal Gear 2. But the thing is, he when it comes to the later games, Metal Gear Solid 1 through 4, and all those Peacemaker, all those games, they still treat that first game as just as importantly as the later ones.
Yeah.
They reference it, and like if you don't know what happened in that first game or that second game, like you're not going to get what is happening in the fifth or sixth game. He'll do a lot of callbacks. Not that anyone is understanding anything in Metal Gear at any time,
I was
but
wondering that. Okay, thank you. That was my next question.
it's remarkable to know that he, even in his later games that are made 25 years later, he is still paying off things that he set up in that very first game, and it's worth it. It's worth it.
I'd be interested to like talk to him at some point and figure out like whether it was almost kind of like a, hey, this is a hit, so now I have to write more story for it, or whether he had a plan all along, right? Because this is legitimately like 30 years in the making, 30 years of storytelling where the whole thing works as one storyline, and it works pretty well.
I don't think he had the vision, to be honest. I think he was really into 80s movies. The original Solid Snake, even if you look at the cover, it's just like Kurt Russell, just like modified a little bit.
I am gonna contradict you here because we all know that Hideo Kojima does have the vision. It's just not story vision. He just has the prophetic ability to see things that are going to happen in the future.
Right.
And that's how he writes his games.
That's how he writes it.
Yeah.
So, he goes into his Kojima mode.
Yeah.
And feels out what's going to happen in the future and then writes
the video game gods
that
send visions to him, and then he's like, well, this is clearly what the next game is
It's like his Eagle vision, but it's just Kojima vision.
Yeah, it's just Kojima vision.
Yeah. But he probably just reads the newspaper.
Probably. We're only a couple of years away from Norman Reedus applying at an Amazon job and just start delivering packages.
Oh my gosh.
It depends on how many dinosaur skeletons he buys and then goes bankrupt.
Yeah, it's really the time reign that I'm waiting for.
When rain hits me, I age. I feel like that some mornings too. And I don't think that's the drugs. I'm trying to do the drugs to reverse that, damn it. Right. Word to the wise.
I'm waiting to be able to breathe through my skin.
Me too, bud. Me too. Word to the wise. If you do play Metal Gear 1, anybody who plays it, they haven't like updated the game, so there still is a way that if you play that game and don't do things in like a correct order, it's an old game from the 80s, you will get locked out of completing that game. Like hard locked.
Oh yeah.
Like this person's gone, you just can't talk to that person because you did it in the wrong order. And there's no way of knowing what the order is unless you were following a guide, which I wasn't, and which it locked up to me, and so I never got to finish it, and I was so close to beating that game, and I had to get that far, and then I had to just watch the rest on YouTube, because there's only like an hour or two left, so technically, no, I didn't get to beat Metal Gear, but I did play it, and I feel like in my heart, Brian, I beat Metal Gear.
You know what? You actually did, because you played it the Kojima way. You played it all the way to the end, and then you had an hour cutscene in order to get the rest of the story.
Brian, this is the best thing you've ever said to me.
You played that the most Kojima way you ever could have in your entire life, Troy.
I did. I really did. And I was kind of angry
found out
about
that
it.
Metal Gear was inside you all along.
Oh, it was. What are you doing in there?
Because of the nano machines.
Right.
In the time reign.
Oh, gosh.
And we're in Florida. That's all the time.
And it's definitely interesting, especially Amanda, you mentioned about Kojima having this like forward thinking like mind.
Yes.
Because he was in the news this week again, but for completely unrelated and just asinine reasons, like Shinzo Abe, I think, was the Prime Minister of Japan or ex-Prime Minister of Japan.
Correct.
So he was assassinated earlier in the week, and then somebody
wild and sad.
Crazy.
Yeah, absolutely.
Oh, it's wild. Yeah.
Yeah, it's wild. But somebody decided to spread misinformation that the shooter, they spread pictures of Hideo Kojima instead of like
and not the
shooter.
actual person. Yikes.
Yeah, the actual person.
Yikes.
And it picked up track like in the Greek news, and then some other people picked it up, and it was just
no.
it made its rounds.
Even
Enough that Kojima Productions had to put out a statement going, "Hey, we will follow through with lawsuits if this keeps happening."
Yeah, like it even happened here, which is crazy. Who would have thought misinformation in the United States?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But like it was in his the picture that they used as well was like him in like a Moscow like type hat, and it was like the
He's
most
like coming out of a doorway or something.
yeah, it was like
Yeah.
the most Kojima picture possible, and it's just like, come on.
Yeah.
That's weird.
and
The fact that
The
news
in-
outlets post things without tracking sources
Right.
is ridiculous, especially because like he's an icon. It's not like
Yeah,
there was
and
just
it's not like
some
it's a-
random person and
yeah.
it's not the right person. It's like that's Hideo Kojima,
Yeah,
man.
it's not like it's like a deep cut of like one of
Yeah.
his older pictures. Like, no, that's a very again Hideo Kojima picture. You could just reverse Google search that picture,
Yes.
and see
Yes.
that it's Kojima.
base level research.
Yeah,
the entirety of Metal Gear Solid 2 Sons of Liberty that came out in 2001 is about the spread of misinformation through the internet. Like that is the
Crazy.
main plot device in that series or in that game. So like it's prophetic. It's like ridiculous.
yeah.
The fact that Hideo Kojima doesn't have his own religion yet is really just a
the-
travesty.
The fact that you
Hassel.
think that there isn't.
Hassel, you busy this weekend? You want to start a religion?
Yeah, I'm a
Let's do it.
Hideologist.
Right on. I got the robes. Let's make this happen.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so that sounds like a super big week for Hideo Kojima. Sad that he got thrown around the world, his image for a horrible crime. But on the other hand, good for him having 35-year anniversary pop up this week. So just a big week for him.
Yeah,
Was
Yeah.
it 35
Happy
years?
birthday.
35
Happy
years.
birthday,
Metal Gear 1.
For Metal Gear
All right.
specifically.
Great.
Do you guys have any specific memories about that are your favorite memories about Metal Gear?
All of Metal Gear or just that first game?
All of Metal Gear. I want
my gosh.
35 years
Brian.
worth of Metal Gear. I want to know if you
How
guys
long
have
do
any.
you want this podcast to go?
Yeah. We could do a separate cast. Like, I'm game
He
if you
said
game, Hassel.
a specific
memory.
memory.
Yeah, Amanda. I heard.
Yeah.
You don't know how long this memory is.
In order for me to tell you that specific memory, I have about an hour worth of
yeah.
dialogue that I got to go through.
No.
prior.
You need to explain the memory exactly out of context because that's where the funny is.
Really, nothing's in context because it's Metal Gear, Manda.
Oh, I have so many memories, though. It's too hard.
I know.
It's too hard, Brian.
I
Pick
know.
the first memory.
The first memory ever.
No,
no,
just
it
the
just pops
first
into
one
your
that came
mind.
to your mind.
Oh, it's a big
So-
spoiler, though. I can't.
It's 35 years. If you haven't
no,
played
it's
it,
just
you
from the
haven't played
latest
it.
game.
No, see, I don't.
Hassel
think we should
hasn't even
spoil-
seen
I
this
don't-
spoiler yet, actually.
I was gonna say I don't think we should spoil anything
I
from Metal
haven't.
Gear because even if we did try to spoil things, I don't know if anyone would even understand what we're saying. But at some point, they will get Kojima'd while they're playing the game, and they will realize what we said.
Yeah.
They too will go
Yeah.
into Kojima Vision.
Right? And
Well,
we can't have that.
Here, I'll talk about like one of my very first like what is happening.
I like it. Go for it.
I guess you could say like memory for this game. It's definitely my battle with Psycho Mantis, because this is I think it was 99, maybe the year 2000 when I played this game. Maybe it was 98. I don't know. The internet wasn't like all that it is now, so it was extremely difficult to me for me to figure out how to beat Psycho Mantis without the help of the actual internet. So like having a just that personalized boss fight where like this guy is reciting to me exactly what's on my memory card was scary, and the fact that he can like talk to me and say I'm gonna make your controller rumble and it happened on my lap, like to me that was just like revolutionary. I was just like, what the hell?
Yeah, because I don't think that's ever been done before then.
And hasn't happened since.
Nope.
One and done.
So that's like, yeah, that's an amazing memory because that is simply something that is completely original.
And Hideo has played with that kind of out of game breaking fourth wall fun as well. In the second game, at one point, the guy who's in your ear giving you all the instructions like starts glitching out, and you're like, "What is wrong with this person?" And he just kind of looks at you and says, what do you think this is a game? Put the controller down. Stop. Don't go any further. I'm like,
Whoa.
are you talking to me?
Yeah.
What are you talking to me? And then like starts like talking about the buttons on your controller and stuff. And you're just like,
I paid $50 for this game, sir. I'm going to finish it regardless of what you say in your little box on my screen.
Or they faked a game over screen in the second game where it just comes up and then you're like, oh, I guess you want to continue or like exit. And you just think you lost, but you didn't. But he's trying to trick you into turning the game off.
Also, at one point in the second one, they go like, hey, you've played enough. Go outside. And you're like, what?
So then Nintendo did. Like, hey,
Yeah.
just get off. Just enjoy the butterflies outside or the cherry blossoms, wherever you are.
Yeah, there's a lot of good moments. I think my favorite is probably somewhere in the fourth game. I think there's a part in the fourth game where they start paying off a lot of these really wild plot lines, and you're seeing them all come together from Metal Gear 1 and 2 and 3 and Snake Eater and all this, and like characters are older, and you're seeing how they're all related. It's a lot of exposition. It's a lot of dumping. But like in that moment, you're able. It was the moment where at the very first time, it started to make sense. And that's how you know you're deep in it.
Yeah.
Where it's like, oh, okay. And the fourth game in a certain part in, they just start tying things together finally instead of continuing to throw a bunch of other like crazy plot holes out there.
Yeah,
that was
was
pretty
it
awesome
during-
moment.
Was it during the 28-minute like straight through cutscene, or was it the
No.
hour and 21-minute cutscene at the very end of the game?
No, it's the one where the older lady who you find out is Solid Snake's mother, you see her again, and then you realize that she was the younger lady from the game that took place in the 60s, but now she's older, and then she explains how the boss thing works, how the clone thing works, how the nanomachines work. They just like show you how everything actually fits together up until this point. And I was like, thank you. Finally.
They walked you from one red string to another red string to
Yeah.
another red string.
Yeah,
and
'cause that's
it's
what
like
it felt
they-
like.
Yeah.
Yeah. Or like the strings were all dangling and she finally took them and just like connected them. And you're like, oh, gosh, because I would not have gotten there on my own. Big Mama, I think they call her.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
That's awesome. Yeah, because and it's another thing that's interesting is they do usually set these games in different time periods, and so you have ones that are way later in the future. You have ones that, like you said, are in the
60s, 80s, 70s, future, 90s. It's all over the place.
Yeah, and they're not in chronological order either.
No, they're not. You got to figure that out on your own.
Yeah. That's always fun to me. I do like when stories do that, and do also tie things together that way as well. That's one of my favorite things.
I know my favorite moment. No, I gotta stop. Stop.
Go for it.
No. No, I can't. Guys, stop. It was in the fourth game. There on the fourth chapter, or right before the fourth chapter. There's this moment where they need to get apart from the original Metal Gear. And Snake has this moment. He's an old man now. This is 20 years after the game originally came out, or I think, or maybe close to that, maybe 18 years. And then he goes, well, there's only one place we need to go to get this part. Back to Shadow Moses Island, which is where the first Metal Gear Solid takes place. But you're going in the fourth game with like the good graphics, the nice PS3 graphics. And you're not going in as the top-down PS1 kind of blocky graphics. And so you go back to this place from that game and you're revisiting it, and it's you get to see all the carnage you've wrought, where behind the helicopter where it crashed, where you first started, and you had to beat up some dudes, and there's some blood on the wall or something, and you kind of retrace your steps now that it's like a relic and it's ancient. You get to see where Sniper Wolf, where you had the sniper battle with her. You get to see where you did the thing with Psycho Mantis. You kind of had this really nostalgic visit to this place, which for a lot of us is our very first Metal Gear period, that PlayStation 1. And seeing that in the fourth game as Old Man Snake with the new graphics and everything, that was powerful and cool. And then you get to fight as Metal Gear versus Metal Gear at the end. It was good. It was good.
You get a kaiju battle.
You get to kaiju. Oh, that was it. You need to go back to get that Metal Gear to fight the new scary Metal Gear. And you're like, well, there's only one more Metal Gear. We got to go get it.
I'm offended that your favorite part wasn't the dog with the knife.
D-Dog. D-Dog. And
That's
the eye
Madness.
patch.
Yeah,
Eye
the eye
patch,
at night.
yeah.
Oh, what a good boy.
Goodest boy.
Oh, man.
that's so
I'm
good.
sorry. Brian, listen, I was joking I was going to talk for a while about Metal Gear, but
No.
you made this happen, Brian.
I did. Because you know
Damn
what?
it.
Oh, yeah. I hate when hearing people talk about things they love. I just hate it. It's actually
the worst, isn't
one
it?
of I just nobody likes that, Troy. Everybody wants to be miserable. Nobody wants to hear about pure joy from their childhood.
It was pure joy.
But yeah, I think that'll do it for us this week, guys.
I'll do it for you.
We'll be back next week for yet another Summer of Bonus episode. We are going to be starting to wind down these, though.
Probably the Stray Cast.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's going to be a Stray Cast next week. We're going to be, just roaming outside, hoping you'll give us some food.
No, it's gonna be like Cats the musical. Do 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 do.
Oh, gross.
We're all going to be Jellicle Cats next week,
Yeah.
but
I'm not going to be available next week.
Damn it, Hassel.
Because you're
I-
not gonna be a Jellicle cat.
No.
Gotta wash my hair.
it's
Well
going to take him
played.
all week.
Well played.
My mom's got this thing, and I have to. She's calling me.
Yeah.
I got it.
So,
You
like,
got to go,
I have
man.
to- yeah, I have.
Is she calling
I
you
have to
right
go
now?
Back, I have to go back inside.
Yeah,
I can't
she
hang
says,
out with you guys.
I have to
It's just-
paint all the fans in her house, so I should really get on that because you got to dust them first before you paint them. That's just
right,
just fine.
right.
It's factual stuff.
Yeah.
I gotta go.
But until next week, you can find us online on Twitter, on Discord, on Twitch. We do still stream twice a week on Twitch, on Tuesday at 10 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, and on Saturday, 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So until then, though, as always, my name is Brian,
My name is Troy.
Amanda.
I'm Hassel.
And I'm Joe.
and we are
Troy.
Brian.
Oh man,
You forgot, Hassel.
I forgot.
It was your game.
Damn it.
I was
That's your
wondering.
name now. Your name is Taste of Dragons. Hi,
Yeah,
Taste
my
of
name is now
Dragons.
Taste of Dragons.
How's your house doing?
How's it
your
going,
dog?
Todd?
Betrayed by my own hubris.
You did. You did.
Furious.
Till next time.
Until next time, have a great week, everyone.
Go
Bye-bye.
feed some cats. Willingly. Willing cats.
Willingly, yes.
Yeah, don't force
Metal
feed
Gear.
any cats.
Yeah.
Metal Gear.
You don't want to foie gras some cats.
Yeah.
Force feed them.
No. Meryl. They wouldn't let you. Scratch your face up.
They would.
You just leave that plate out. Let them do their thing.
Committed to the bit.
Dragons Gaming Podcast, a podcast for everyone's taste.